Hi, I'm Tom Mills, and I'm the author of Sex is a Four-Letter Word and Other Misconceptions. It's a humor book, and it better be with a title like that and a cover like this. The book is based on humor columns that I wrote for newspapers. Some readers suggested I should put the best of them into the book, so I self-published this one. Apparently I miscounted the number clamoring for such a book, because I still have a couple of boxes full of them in my office closet. I came to humor writing through newspapers, and I came to newspapers through humor writing. When I was a paper boy years and years ago, and to finish my route, I'd skipped through over the front page and turned directly to the page with the humor column. In Toronto, there were a couple of good ones. There was Richard J. Needham with the Globe and Mail, and Gary Loudons with the Toronto Star. Needham's writing often strayed into the absurd, and that's where you'll find me as well. A decade or so later, after 4 years of university had left me pretty well unprepared for any productive work, I started a newspaper career. And over the next 35 years, I worked in a number of papers, mostly in management positions, finishing up at the Sault Star. But it's only towards the end of my newspaper career that I started doing humor columns, and I continue to write them today on a freelance basis. So at an age when I might be considering devoting myself to afternoon naps, I'm now tinkering with longer works of humor, short stories, and a novel. So I'm at the same stage as a writer, as people 40 years my junior. And in hindsight, maybe I should have started humor writing a little sooner, but I wasn't the type who felt like coming home from after a day of working with words and spending time playing with them. With that in mind, I might be tempted to advise my younger self to dedicate his life to writing. Maybe forget about less important things like making a living, having children, eating regular meals, and being able to buy a round at the bar. Likely his stories would be much different than mine, though, and not necessarily that much better. Because my humor writing is based on my life experience, and most of that emerges from not having a literary career. And my writing skills and style were honed in journalism. So I think maybe I'd be better off advising my younger self just to be a little more selfish about satisfying his literary yearnings and to devote more time and effort to the hobby of writing fiction. At this stage in my career, I face the same bogeymen as most other writers do. Things like crashing head-on into writer's block and discovering that my muse is amusing itself somewhere else. As a journalist, when I was stuck on a lead paragraph or a headline, I found it useful to start walking towards the washroom, and it would come to me. Co-workers thought I had a kidney disease, though. But that trick still works. But now I work from home, and I have a lot more places to wander to. And if I stroll down to the dock, I might just not return to the computer for quite a while. That's okay. I take the retiree's approach to writing. If it's nice weather for a canoe ride or snowshoeing, then the work doesn't get done. So I don't dedicate certain hours of the day to writing, as many other authors do. I'm a firm believer that taking my foot off the gas and my mind off a problem for a minute or a month is the best way to solve it. Creativity isn't a manufacturing process, it's organic. And the best ideas come to me when I'm doing something like hiking down a trail. And my cleverest prose might pop into the page when I return to work after a long absence. Retired people can be as productive as 9-to-5ers. They just do things on their own schedule. I think I'm a little better writer than I am a talker, so I hope you'll pick up a copy of my book. It's available in Sault Ste. Marie at Stone's Office Supply, City Meat Market, Shabby Motley, and the Post gift shop at the Ermitinger site. Or you can email me at hathcharm@gmail.com and I'll get you one. The Sault Ste. Marie Public Library has a couple of copies on its shelves, and I won't be offended if you read it for free. Broke maybe, but not offended. Thanks.